Morning cyclists. Today is Saturday, May 11th, 2024. Started a bike ride at 20 minutes after 9. Earliest start this week. For the ride, I checked tires on my Cervella Caledonia. Just precautionary. I should do that more often. Anyway, on the front tire, I was looking at my sidewall cut from Thursday's flat, and the tube was, actually the patch was bulging through the cut. So first I tried to put in I put in a boot, but that didn't really work. The cut was still pretty large. So I decided to install a new tire on the front. So I installed a new Continental Gator Skin 700 by 28 tire. That front tire, I didn't realize it had over 6,000 miles on it. It's been on the rear. It started out on the rear tire when I first put it on the bike. Then moved it to the front tire when I put a new rear tire on. So it's been around. Anyway, today I'm riding my Cervella Caledonia, new front tire. And ready for another 7,000 miles, which I have been getting. I usually get like that out of the Continental Gator Skins. When I start having flat problems, that's usually a sign that it's time to change. Weather today is 75 degrees, humidity is 72%, the dew point was 67 degrees. Actually feels a little coolish. And wind is out of the east-northeast at 9 miles an hour with gusts at 16 miles an hour. Today's route is going to be my usual Saturday route. I'm going to go south through Atascocita, FM 1960, and over Lake Houston, Fair Lake Lane, FM 2100, and blah, blah, blah. Back through Walden. I might try to explore the Atascocita hike and bike trail that's east of West Lake Houston Parkway on the way back. While I was eating breakfast and changing out this front tire, I was watching the stage 8 of the Giro d'Italia. I stopped at, I think it was 32.6 kilometers to go. I'll finish watching it when I get back home. Riding on Deerbrook Drive. Didn't get as early a start because of the tire change event. Hopefully I'm not too late that I get to still be able to see other cyclists as I ride to FM 2100. They don't get too far finished before I get there. I'm now at Sandy Forks Drive. Vulture out checking out the landscape. I didn't see anything that was attractive in it, but evidently the vulture did. Going to turn left on Wildwood Ridge, this next intersection on the left. I go this way to a little variety, and also to add some mileage before I get to West Lake Houston Parkway to ride south. Riding through the Kingwood Park and Ride lot. I'll ride behind new HEB over to Kings Crossing Drive, then on to West Lake Houston Parkway. 3.2 miles, 36 minutes after 9. I'm facing West Lake Houston Parkway, north of Kingwood Drive. Riding on Magnolia Cove Drive, north of Kings Harbor. Last Saturday, the street was underwater. Probably 2 feet, maybe 3 feet of water. Obviously, since then the floodwaters have receded. .3 miles, 48 minutes after 9. And a bear left, cut through, or go through Kings Harbor. Then I'll take the Greenbelt across San Jacinto River. Well, not going to be able to go on the Greenbelt, so I'm going to go over on the other side of West Lake Houston Parkway, take the usual shoulder across the river. Looks like they're cleaning up debris from the flood last week. FM 1960 at Atascocita Shores. Light turn green as I approach. Riding east on FM 1960. 9.5 miles. 7 minutes after 10. Into some wind. Headwind. Left front quarter to straight on. A group of cyclists, they're riding west. .5 miles and 12 minutes after 10. All right, just turned on to Fair Lake Lane, riding south. After fighting the headwind, riding east over Lake Houston. Change of direction, plus some trees on the left, breaking the wind up. Entering the S-curve on Fair Lake Lane. Turning on the GoPro just in case other cyclists are coming my way. Don't see any so far, but still have to make my way around this next curve. .9 miles. 18 minutes after 10. No cycle. Well, I see some in the very distance. Approaching cyclists. Group of 6 or so. Hi. Fair Lake Lane, 12.2 miles, 19 minutes after 10. Riding east on the old Atascocita Road, I'm east of FM 2100. Don't see any blinking headlights that might signal oncoming bikes, so I'm going to make a U-turn here at 2J's Sheldon Services. I don't know if that's their correct name, or maybe it's JS2, something like that. Anyway, 14.1 miles. 29 minutes after 10. Back to FM 2100, where I'll turn right and head north to Huffman. I'm going to stop at Donald's Donuts. Glazed donut this morning. Looks like some other cyclists have the same idea. Three of them anyway. I had one glazed donut to power me to the end of the ride. Got a nice tailwind, I believe, as I get ready to cross over Lake Houston. On the other side, I'll turn left on the Atascocita Shores Drive and ride through, well, first I'll ride through Atascocita, I don't know what that area is called, but anyway, on the way after going through that, I'll go into Walden. Make a loop through Walden. On Farmingham Road, and I was looking for potential where the Atascocita Hike and Bike Trail comes out, and lo and behold, this looks like it might be it. They're working on the other side of the road, beside the bayou. Tractor's working. It does say Atascocita Hike and Bike Trail. We'll see where this goes. Not sure how it gets across to FM 1960. A new section for me. Goes up behind the elementary school on the left. Still riding the drainage ditch on the right. Concrete. Looks like it's kind of new, but yet it's dirty. I don't know if that's from the rain and flooding last week or a week before. We shall see. I think I'll leave the GoPro on until, oh, looks like we go underneath. Yes, we do. Look at this. Fancy dancy. I thought when they put this in that would be wise to go underneath. And here we go underneath. FM 1960. Of course this floods easily. You can see, maybe you can't, the debris that's hanging on the guardrail there. Comes up behind the shopping center. Fairly new. They're just planting grass. My tires are coated with mud and they're slipping. Very good find. I'm glad I went on Farmingham looking. Oops, sorry, snake. Grass snake was running across. I think I run over the back part of a snake. Very interesting. Up ahead is West Lake Houston Parkway. I'll cross over that and continue on the Atascocita hike and bike trail that I've ridden on numerous times. 22.1 miles. 13 minutes after 11. Crossed over the river on West Lake Houston Parkway, riding southwest on Kingwood Greens Drive. 25.8 miles, 32 minutes after 12. Atascocita hike and bike trail shows a lot of promise. Once they get that little portion finished south of Farmingham Road, it looks like that will connect a lot of trails, or yeah, I guess trails in Walden. Maybe beyond that. Riding beside Kingwood Drive, as I was waiting to cross over Kingwood Drive, I squeezed the front tire, and it's not flat, but it's not as hard as when I pumped it up after putting the new tire on. So as I say, the tube has a problem. I'll work on it when I get home, hopefully. 28.1 miles. 44 minutes after 11.